It's project timeout time. All right, today we are going to uncover the damage and what's wrong with our sailboat. All right, so like you saw in our last video, I got the cheapest sailboat in San Diego, basically free. And now we want to fix it up and we want to be able to sail it. And my little buddy Graham is going to help me out on this project, which I'm excited about because he is fired up about sailing, which I think is cool. So the big thing we got to do is figure out what exactly is wrong with the boat so we can start ordering parts and figure out what things we need to tackle. So I'm going to show you some of the stuff we're going to do today to uncover what real damage is here. Why is this boat so cheap? And start tackling it. Okay, so first off, the trailer definitely needs some love. It's structurally fine, but I'm going to sand it down and put a thick paint on it. The bunks are shot, so we need to replace the bunks. And then in addition to that, what we want to do is we want to figure out, I have a sneaky suspicion, and I've already peeled some of this stuff off, that there is some repairs to the keel and the hull. So I hate to do this, but the best way to do this is to get rid of this this bottom paint. And we don't need bottom paint where we're going because this is going to be a trailed boat. So we don't have to worry about sitting in the water for, months on end. So I hate doing this, but we're going to do it. So I'm going to get out the citrus strip, which you've seen in some videos on some of the parts on the Razor. And we're going to strip this bottom paint off. You can see fiberglass right there. That is an old repair. So I know there's going to be a few of those, and I want to go through them and make sure they're done right. All right, so we're just going to paint the citrus strip on super thick. Just a really big, thick layer of everywhere we want to strip paint, and then we're going to pull this black trash bag over it, and I'll show you how it works. All right, so I got my citrus strip on, so all I have to do now, I've got some tape here, is take this trash bag, and you just kind of peel it up, and you run it all along the bottom here. And it'll stick right to it, just like that. I'm going to tape it up so it can't go anywhere. Okay, hopefully you saw in the time lapse. So all this is covered in plastic. And you can see how it's kind of adhered to it because it's sticking on there with the citrus strip. And the plastic, the idea is, I think it's supposed to allow a smaller quantity to work as effectively as a bigger quantity. That's kind of what I've noticed playing around with it in my garage with smaller parts. Nothing this big. Now on this side, my trash bags didn't quite line up. So this area is exposed. I'm going to leave that exposed and just see what it does. I'm curious without putting plastic on it what it does. The rest of this is all covered in plastic. And we're just going to let this sit for hours. I'll let you know what I decide timeline wise. I might use this as kind of a baseline too, because if I come out and everything's really wrinkled up and coming off quickly, then I know it's working well underneath too. But we're going to let it sit for majority of the day, if not overnight. And then if everything does work well the way I think, then we're going to just continue moving down the line and get the rest of this stuff off. But for today, this is a good little start. All right, so we're back here the next morning. So we're going to check in on our science experiment and see how well it worked. So here's the area that I did not cover in plastic. And then I'm going to drop down this tape. And this is the area we did cover in plastic. Okay, so you can see, looks quite a bit different. It's a lot darker here while this is kind of dried out. So I'm gonna get my scraper and see what this does. Okay, so this stuff has gotten hard where it's been out to dry, but over here you can see it's coming off a lot easier. It looks like it could still set a little longer, but this bottom coat's also really thick, so I'll probably have to do a second layer, which is pretty normal. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrape off what I can get, put a new layer on and reseal it up. We'll put plastic over this one and do the same thing, but it definitely seems like having the plastic over it is absolutely the way to go. So yeah, it's gonna be a process, but we're gonna get this whole thing scraped down and looking good again. All right, so the couple tips I'm figuring out here. So first off, definitely covering it in the plastic. That makes a big difference. You're able to scrape it off a lot better. The stuff I put on without the plastic kind of dried out and didn't do as much as I would have hoped. But another thing I decided to do, because this project's gonna take some time to get this bottom completely stripped off, is I decided to get my pressure washer and use my, I think it's called a 15 degree, and I decided to pressure wash to make sure that I get all of the citrus strip off there. So what I found was that did a great job of cleaning it up. And then what I also decided to do is just to start pressure washing the paint that I had not put the citrus strip on, just to kind of see what it would do. And sure enough, it started taking quite a bit of it off. So I would recommend that you pressure wash it really good with a strong nozzle before you put on the citrus strip. And then that's gonna make sure that you don't have to go back and do a bunch of extra layers of it. But I'll kind of show you what it does and how I accomplished it. All right, so this area right here is an area I have not power washed yet. And that area I power washed. Now, again, that's no citrus strip. And this stuff was coming right off, which means the citrus strip will take the rest of it. Now, again, I don't know how well the surface was prepped when someone put the bottom paint on. It looks like they painted right over some little barnacles, so I don't think it was done very well. So this might not work as well for you, but for me, this is awesome news because the rest of this stuff should come off with the citrus strip really, really easy. All right, so here we go. So this is all the area I did the citrus strip on, and then I pressure washed it, and it did really, really, really good. You can see there's hardly anything left. So I can go back and put citrus strip just in these spots, and it'll get the rest of it off, which is great. And then I'm also uncovering these old repairs, which is awesome because I want to go back and redo them. And there's no major repairs, which is really cool, or major damage. Just the keel has gotten torn up from, I think, it being beached and maybe not put on the trailer properly a couple times. So we're gonna go through and grind all that out and we'll properly repair it. The hull is kind of stained. It's got this kind of green tinge to it. So I will need to paint the bottom of it. I'll kind of do some research on that and decide what I want to do on that. And I don't think I'm going to use like an anti-fouling paint. I think I'll use something that is a more durable surface that is smooth, maybe like some kind of gloss surface or something so that the boat glides through the water really nice. And then in addition to that, I also noticed the guy didn't have a bunk here. So we got pretty good bit of damage right there, which is not too bad, all repairable, but the bunk is supposed to sit right here. And he actually had a bolt right here. It was just gouging into this. So I wanted to get that bolt out of there. All right, it's the next morning. So I'm excited. We got all the plastic on the boat. We let the citrus strip work all night and do its thing. And hopefully we're gonna make some progress on getting this hole completely cleaned off. So some good progress with this stuff. The plastic was really stuck to it, which means all this paint is really slimy and gummy. And then I also did the this decal, which I'll go back through and do more with like a goof off, which can kind of break the adhesive down on that. But at this point, I think the easiest way to proceed is I might start scraping a few areas but I think for the most part, I'm gonna go back to power washing with the 15 nozzle and see if I can get even a lot more of this off to where, you know, we get the bulk of it gone, and then I can just do the little troubleshooting spots. All right, so this is the bottom of the boat after doing all the citrus strip. So this stuff is just being very persistent. It is not wanting to come off with the citrus strip. So what I'm gonna do at this point is I'm gonna start sanding. And the good news is, because of the fact that most of this is taken down, the sanding will go really quickly. It's just gonna be these troublesome spots that are gonna take the most time. So I'm just gonna hit it with a dual action 80 grit sandpaper. We'll do that in the next video and get this hole finally completely cleared off. So that way it's ready for us to do the repairs, and eventually we're gonna wanna paint the bottom of the boat. Okay, so here's the front portion of the boat. I did do a little light sanding with a dual action sander with some 80 grit. And I mean, whatever paint was left came right off. So you can see I've got some paint left the citrus strip did not take. And I just plan on sanding this off because I don't want to go through another citrus strip process and power wash. And I feel like, again, this doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to get the majority of the paint off to where it's smooth and good to go, which is kind of like what you're seeing here. Now, damage-wise, I started digging in, and luckily all the damage that had these like fiberglass patches on it, these are all little, you can see closer, they're not very deep. They're just basically where the gel coat is worn off. Now I have sanded these and gotten a lot of the bulk of the old material out. So we also have some right there where the little holder for the swing keel or centerboard is. So that is gonna have to take a little bit of repair, but everything repair-wise, I'm not saying it's completely cosmetic because it's, you know, it's into the glass, but it's something we can do with a putty and gel coat. So nothing real structural at this point, which is really good. So that's kind of what we're dealing with. So back here, we've got a pretty good amount of damage going into the glass. So this is an area that we do need to dig into further. I know I'm super dirty right now from working on this thing, but I wanted to kind of just give a recap of what I've found now that we finally got most of the paint off of the bottom of the hole. So I showed you the keel, all those little marks in the keel. Those continue down the keel under the boat, around kind of where the centerboard is. There's some of that there. Again, it's all very it's gel coat stuff, which is awesome. I'm super happy about that. There's no real significant structural stuff. It'll all just be gel coat repair, which I'll just be brushing on a waxed gel coat and then kind of sanding it nice and smooth. I already showed you the hole that's under where the bunk was supposed to be. So that, luckily, I can access from the inside of the boat, and I'm gonna fiberglass the inside of it and then build layers up on the outside, and we're gonna patch that hole, which is good. I believe I mentioned in the first video that the swing keel, the cable is broken off, so we need to address that. All right, I think that's gonna wrap up everything for today's video. So we did get a lot accomplished. We've stripped all the paint off the bottom of the hole. I've ground out a lot of the former repairs so I can access them and repair them correctly. I think I've got a good assessment. The boat is not in as bad a shape as it could have been, which I'm really, really happy about. And I want to thank everyone for watching the first video. For everyone that liked, we got some new subscribers. That was really, really cool. So I want to thank you for that. So thanks for following along with the journey. And the next video, we'll make some more progress here really quickly.